Hello and welcome to another episode of Bourbon with Brian. I'm your host, Brian, and welcome you to a very special episode. Football's back. It's back. Finally. So, we're going to be doing quite a few things today. We're going to be going over the Western Reserve, a blend of bourbon whiskey, 4 years old, very good. Shout out to Bill for getting us this bottle. We are very appreciative, and we just thank you, Bill. Thank you so much. But before we get into this, well, I will pop that open. I'm gonna pour myself a little bit here. We're behind the bar today. Is this technically behind? Or sitting at? No, this is sitting at the bar. We're going to be sitting at the bar today. Is that enough? We'll see. So we're just going to let this sit here and breathe a little bit before we dive into it. But other than that, we're going to be going over how to make an old fashioned today. And if you haven't had an old fashioned, they are delicious. I'll just tell you that much right now. So without further ado, we can just get started right into that. I do have a shaker. You don't necessarily need one. You could actually just do it right in the glass, but you could stir it up in there. But we are gonna muddle the orange a little bit. So if you don't have a set like this, like the shaker, the muddler comes even with an ounce and a half ounce for measuring. This is all by Houdini. I don't think it was that much actually. I think it was around $20, something like that. So we'll just jump right into it. I do have it's called Big House Straight Bourbon Whiskey. It it's okay. If you just want to make it for like a mixer, it's perfect. I found it pretty nice to make an old fashioned with. So what we're gonna get started with here, we're just gonna take an orange, throw it in the bottom of there. We're going to need a couple different things. We have our bourbon, we got our Angostura bitters, and we just have simple syrup. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get, I'm not going to use this. I can pretty much judge it, but we're going to put a half ounce of, there we go, simple syrup in. That looks about half. This you can make this recipe on your own too. I mean, whatever the flavor you want for it, you can put in a little bit more simple syrup. You can put less. Same thing with the bitters itself. But I usually go with 4, so we'll just go with 4 drips of bitters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Maybe a little bit more, but that's okay. I like the bitters. It's very good. And about 2 ounces of bourbon. Maybe heavy-handed. And we'll just take our muddler. Careful with this. If you're not used to doing this, I've done it before and I slammed it down here so hard it just splashed up everywhere. Made a mess. So don't do that. Learn from my mistakes. Alright, that's muddled good enough. And then I'm gonna we'll just throw 1 ice cube in there. Like I said, you don't need a shaker. You can just stir it. It's fine. It's good enough. Sorry, I wasn't prepared for this at all. Got my little rocks glass here. I'm just gonna pour that in. All right. And then you can just garnish with another orange. It's a pretty big garnish, but I do like orange, more orange in my old fashions, but hey, they're delicious. Cheers. It's so good. So good. Once it hits your lips, it's so good. Once it hits your lips, it's so good. Tasty, tasty, tasty. All right, now on to the bourbon that we're reviewing. Like I said, it's a Western Reserve, a blend of straight bourbon, 4 years old. Let that breathe for a little bit. As you can see, it has a beautiful caramel color. And wow, right off the rip here, it's smells some caramel right after it. That's so good. Caramel, a little bit of a oak smell to it too. That is so good. It is so smooth. Zero burning at all. So good. What else do we get from this? Nothing really floral with it. You do get a lot of the oak cast from the barrel. A little bit of smoky flavor, but that is very good. I just love the smell of it. That smell is so good. Got that rich caramel smell to it. It's not really a very bold flavor. It's very light and delicate. Very drinkable. I mean, you could just sit outside with one of these and have a nice cigar with that. That would really go well with a cigar. I'm not sure what kind of cigar because I'm not too profound into the cigars. But yeah, that would be, with a very mild cigar, that would be very good with that. Yep. It's very good. And then you got a chaser with it.
I could eat about 1.5 million of these.
Cheers. So yeah, this is absolutely delicious. So I highly recommend this Western Reserve bourbon. It is very good. Since it's out of Lakewood, Ohio, I'm not sure if you could probably find it in a different state other than Ohio. I'm not really sure, but it's something to look into. If you want something for your collection, it'd be perfect for a collection. Just put it in there. Don't share it with anybody unless you really like them. So, other than that, yeah, get yourself a bourbon, make yourself an old fashioned, watch some football. I can't wait. Football season is here. I'm so excited. We can go over whatever, all the stats. And if you're in the fantasy football, we can go over things like that too. It's a great time of the year, and I'm just excited to share this with everybody. So thank you guys for watching. As always, love you. Thank you.